Hey guys, what's going on? It's Gatsu. Playing some Affliction Warlock today here in the tower Torghast. Figured we'd give this one a shot here. Big shout out to my buddies over at Zerno's Demons Bar. Yeah, Zerno's Demon Bar for the couple of requests that they put in there. This is one of those requests. Thank you, Dot, for looking at Affliction, or for wanting me to look at Affliction rather. We're going to take a peek at that here in the upper reaches, because this is the one I've been trying to test pretty much everything on when I can. Upper reaches is probably the most interesting. Most mobs I run into that can be somewhat problematic, so it's a good idea, I think. Alright, so here of course we've got the exit, and then of course we've got our initial anima power here. Our options are gain a stack of Soul's Blessing, or gaining a stack of Soul's Blessing increases your pet's damage by 200% for 15 seconds, or your melee, you get a melee buff. Yeah, we'll take the Bottled Shadow. Alright. That's first things first, make a health stone. Soul stone myself, just to be safe. Oh, right. I have to actually target myself. I keep forgetting that. It's such a weird thing here that it doesn't just do the auto cast on there. And of course I gotta shift the unit frames down so I can actually see things, because I don't look up in that corner of my screen too often. Alright, there we go. Alright, so this is the first floor. We are going to try to clear it out as best we can. First floors are typically some of the toughest. Just because whenever you find the elites, they have way more HP than you're expecting them to have. And it can be pretty darn dangerous at times. That ability I just used, that crazy red-looking thing, that was the new anima ability there from the Fun Covenant, as I call it. Let's see, go ahead and just drain some life here. Because why not? Refresh some dots. There we go. Your summon demons have 25% more health. Yeah, we'll take that. Why not? We're not demo, but you know, we can run things that would be more geared towards demonology. That's fine too. Got a Shadow Trance proc there, so we'll run that ahead. So we're going to dot up these skeletons here. And the thing to keep in mind with these little skeletons is they actually do a lot of damage. Whenever they have, like when you're in melee with them, they deal a bunch of damage when they explode. And they also put a debuff on people. Thankfully, my pet doesn't get that, so it lets us kind of cheat a little bit, which is honestly really nice. Melee classes have a lot harder time dealing with those than, say, you know, a Warlock, a Mage, etc. So this here puts a bunch of curses up for me, which is great. We can step our Agony up here. Pop our Dark Glare, even though we really don't need to, just to see how much damage Dark Glare will do for us. He just kind of eats everything alive in here. He is pretty wicked strong now. I'll go ahead and just release the chains here, get a Soul's Blessing, which should make my pet do more damage. As long as that's actually working as intended. Let's see, I should get a buff here. Maybe my pet will? Okay, here we go. So I did get the buff, 200% damage done by pets. Okay. Now, unfortunately, there's nothing here for me to get buffed with, but, you know, over there are some big elites. We're not going to make it there before it expires, but we can definitely just run over this way, too. Alright, so my HP's getting very low, so we're going to go ahead and just go ahead and pop a health stone here, I guess. I got to put that out of the bag. There we go. Alright, so here's a bound soul. Pet's going to do 200% more damage here as soon as it absorbs. It's going to put some curses up for us. Get our seed up. Ooh, that was not expected. So that was being too close to the skeletal remains. You see my health drops huge there. That was a little scary. We gotta redot here, because unfortunately There's no way to extend anything right now. So we have to just play the standard, you know, wait around for it game. We do get 2 anima powers here. Let's see what we end up with. Hopefully something fun. Using Hellstone increases all healing taken by 50% for 30 seconds. Or become able to see which enemies are carrying the plundered anima. We're just going to take the Hellstone because being able to see which ones have the anima isn't really something we need early. Soul Platter. Duration of your summoned Dark Lair is increased by 50%, but it has a 50% chance to consume one of your freed souls when summoned. If it is consumed, it deals 100% more damage. Wow! Okay. Yeah, we'll make our single cooldown even stronger. That seems completely reasonable. We'll drop that nice big drop there. Go. Stun those guys. Drop the Vile Taint, pop all of them. There we go. And somehow we have a Maw Rat still alive, so we'll just dot that up and walk away from it. It'll die pretty quickly. Alright, we're just going to skip that soul. I don't feel like running over there and grabbing it at the moment. And I don't see... Oh, sometimes there's stuff underneath this stairway here, but there isn't this time around, looks like. Alright, so we get 50% increased healing right now. And we're going to go ahead and pop that. Go. So the biggest change comes to the AoE, but unfortunately I don't have mobs that are strong enough yet to really show that off. I guess I can show it here. So you hit this ability here, Malefic Rapture, and it deals a bunch of AoE damage. That was at like 4,200 you saw there. What it does is Malefic Rapture deals damage per periodic damage effect on the target. Now, it doesn't specifically say Affliction, you know, dots or anything like that. It's just a periodic damage effect. So if you have an item that puts a dot on something, if you have, say, this Covenant ability here, which also does the same thing, you know, it puts out dots on things. I mean, that's going to be super, super powerful. So you got to keep that in mind as well. That is going to make that even stronger for us. So like here we've got the 2 there, so we're going to pop a Rapture and this should just pop it. Yeah. See there it did 1299. I can bring this up here. Yep. 986 Shadow, 313 Overkill. And that's just what that new spell does. It gives us controlled AoE for Affliction, which is awesome. You know, that's a lot of fun in general, and might actually make us somewhat viable for M+, you know, once we actually see that stuff pop up here. So we're going to get all the dots we can get up there, and oh wow, that just got eaten alive by those abilities. Okay. Alright, so here's our empowered guy. This is like our boss of the floor. We're going to haunt, then we're going to UA, put the rest of our dots up there, and then we're going to rapture. And we're going to rapture again. This is what costs soul shards now. You can see his HP just chunking down there. Just so much damage. You're able to spam it pretty easily too. It's got a very short cast time. And that will proc on any target, not just the one you're looking at. Creatures that die while affected by corruption have a 5% chance to gain a freed soul. Yeah, we're going to take that one. That's really, really good. You know, when in doubt, free resources? Definitely. Here's just a flat 5% mastery. Can't go wrong there either. Affliction loves haste and mastery in general, so not a bad choice. Alright. Going on up here to floor number 2. Alright, so this floor here looks like we've got a bunch of mobs in here that are elites. Excellent. So we can really try to open up here. We have a couple of anima powers, so it's probably okay to do that. We're not going to get too crazy because, again, these are elites. So we're just going to go ahead and pop this here, and then we're going to go ahead and pop our Rapture. That'll take care of that guy there. Refresh that Agony. Going to grab this dude here. Try to get a couple other little ones. Just because we don't want to be, you know, too conservative here with our pools, because we do have quite a bit of power right now. I'll go ahead and pop that Vile Taint, and then let's pop some Raptures. There we go. Make sure everything has corruption on it before it dies. Super important. Alrighty. Get all these up there. Rapture again. It should kill him. Yeah, there we go. Alright, new anima power. What do we got here? Greatly increases the power of your jumps, or you get 5% crit. You know what? Let's get the greatly increased jump power. I mean, this is cool. You know, you just kind of go launching around. Lock isn't super mobile normally, so that's kind of a nice change of pace to see that. Oh, no need to rapture. We don't have anything out there. Alright, so we're going to go ahead. We're going to come over to this far side here. Because positioning is super important with this spell. You got to make sure it goes through as many enemies as possible so that you get the most out of it. We're also going to make sure we get a Seed of Corruption out on the target here. Pop that there. There we go, and then we'll start to Rapture. See, it's doing just a ton of damage to these guys here. We ran out of shards, that's okay. Make sure we refresh our other abilities here. You know, we're going to go ahead, we're going to pop our Dark Flare quick. And just because these are elites, they are big elites, they are a little scary at times. And we definitely want to make sure we kill these before they kill us, that's for darn sure. Get that Haunt up there. There we go. Killed that guy, another Anima power here. Ooh, there you go. Dark Glare summons an extra Dark Glare. 2 Dark Glares, better than 1. Alright, so here we've got 2 more big elites. Again, you cannot go wrong with elites. Elites are fun. We really like watching elites do stuff, so you know I'm super happy about that in general. We'll get that up there. Put Haunt on this one. We're gonna Vile Taint, and then we'll Rapture a couple times. Refresh the stacks there. Refresh the stacks there. Refresh the UA. Rapture again. Toss the Haunt back up. Refresh the Agonies, don't want to lose those. More Raptures, because why not Rapture more? Make sure they have Corruption on them before they die, because we might get some souls. Keyword there is might. Oh, we have 1 Alkalite out here, just kind of being annoying, so we'll just kill him real fast. We did lose our pet in that fight, so we'll have to resummon him here. There's a 6-second cast time, which is absolutely ridiculous. I don't know why it's such a long cast time. I mean, you know, Warlocks need their pets, and if they're going to be squishy, that's just awful. I guess we'll take this Disembodied Tongue here, and it gives us a 5% haste buff for each Curse of Tongues that's active within 40 yards of us. Again, hard to really make use of whenever there's not a lot of stuff living. But this Impending Catastrophe will occasionally put Curse of Tongues up, which is basically just free damage for us then. We're going to take Shadowed Shortblade, which makes Shadow Fury increase by 100% stun duration. That's really strong. Really, really strong. Definitely something we want to see. We'll just Vile Taint this set of pots there. Dot these guys up. These little mobs are just so easy to blow up. I mean, just drop a couple dots on them, and then they just fall over. It's great. You know, they are absolutely little trash mobs. Oh, wow. So it looks like we actually got an Anima out of this stuff over here, which I didn't realize there was one there. That's cool. Critical hit damage and healing. Okay. Again, can't go wrong there. That's good stuff. I think we can just Rapture him dead. Oh, nope, didn't even get to. Dots and damage from my pet did it. Okay. So here's our Colossus. We're going to go ahead and drop the Catastrophe on him, because it'll put a Curse of Tongues on him. That's awesome. Okay. Get Shadow Bolt out there, do that. Drop our Vile Taint. Refresh everything on this here. And pop some Raptures. Get some damage in on this guy. Big chunks, big chunks. There we go. Refresh those, toss out the UA, get Haunt back up there. Oh, he's dead already. Alright. I really need a boss so I can really show the full power of Affliction in here. It's so strong. Especially whenever you're looking at that one singular target. You get to just have a lot more fun. Especially right now than in BFA. BFA's Affliction is honestly really boring. It's not my cup of tea. I'd much rather do the just about anything else with regards to Warlock. I know it's a sentiment that's shared by a lot of people right now. So we got that. We got a bunch of stuff out. So we're going to go ahead and pop our Dark Glare, and then we're going to use Catastrophe, and we're going to start blasting here. As you can see there, that guy just melting. That Colossus just got absolutely wrecked by all of our damage there. That was pretty sweet. He was getting hit real hard. Partially because of, you know, the Dark Glares, but also because we set so many dots up, and they were ticking so hard. Alright, so back there is that one, and we're going to go ahead, we're going to put up a bunch of Curse of Tongues, even though we don't need to, just so we can get some more haste. Uh-oh. Whew. Okay, so I lost my pet. That's no bueno. Let me see. I may die. Shadow Fury. Let's try to jump away here and summon our pet. Come on, Voidwalker. We gotta drain some life here. And hop down. Okay, Voidwalker, go get him. Nope, I'm dead. Alright, that's fine. Oh, I underestimated the amount of spellcasters that were there. And that's what happens whenever you underestimate spellcasters in Torghast. Sometimes you can die even as early as floor 2. And I got a bunch of anima powers. Unfortunately, nothing is completely busted. I honestly expected with all of the, the haste from those Curse of Tongues being active, I really expected that to go a lot better. I'm actually very surprised we died. It's really unusual. But hey, it's alright. I mean, just shows that you are not invincible in Torghast. Did my music stop? There we go. Yeah, just have ambient sound from, I think it's like Silver Moon Forest, I think. I can't put up any, music that could get, copyright struck or anything, because last thing I need is to get a copyright strike, or to have video silenced or something, because of not realizing that I couldn't use something. So there we go, it kills those two. Now we're going to move on down this bridge here. I forgot how strong the Death Speakers are. They are very, very strong mobs. Alright, and let's wreck this guy. We're going to absolutely destroy him here. Get our revenge, So we're going to get all our dots up here, pop our Dark Glare. Our Dark Glare is going to do extra damage. We're going to pop another, there we go, boom. Take that, buddy. So Malefic Rapture there was 1192 shadow damage and 1952 overkill. So that hit extremely hard there. There was so much on that mob. It just kind of ate him. That was pretty awesome. Alright, so there's another Rapture. This here, of course, is our legendary item chest. We get some materials in. Alright, oh, there we go. Gain the Dark Fury talent. Now, let's take increased damage from our demons. That should increase the damage of our Dark Glare, too, which is really sweet. Because if your Dark Glare is hitting 25% harder, that just means your main cooldown is hitting 25% harder. That sounds pretty good to me. So this floor here is just one of the freebie floors. You just get some buffs here. Get a couple of anima powers to bolster you up if you weren't lucky early on, like I sometimes am not. In this case here, I didn't get any of the real fun powers. Oh, here we go. Soul Rack has a 15% chance to refund 5 soul shards on completion. I have no idea what Soul Rack is. I don't know what this is, because there's nothing in my spellbook anywhere that tells me what Soul Rack is. I don't know what that is. So I don't know. So we're gonna take this versatility here, because there's nothing in my book called Soul Rack. I can't find anything that references it, so I'm assuming it's, you know, it's a defunct ability that's not there anymore, and they just kind of haven't fixed it. But I'm not sure. If someone knows and can tell me in the comments that, you know, it's still here and I'm just an idiot because it's not in a tab I'm used to looking at or something, you know, I'll be more than happy to be like, oh, sweet, but I have not seen anything. So we're going to take the 40% max health increase. That's really, really strong. The further you go up, the more damage things do, so obviously you want more HP to be able to survive. Grab another soul here, another legendary box. Break this phylactery here. Anima power. Instantly earn 8 to 12 freed souls. There's a small chance this will kill you. Hey, look at that, it didn't kill me. Alright. Alright, so here at the broker we have a couple of options. Looks like we can grab versatility, so we're going to take that. Definitely going to get the plundered anima cell for the free anima power. Can't go wrong with that either. And then we got 163 remaining. So I guess we're just going to take a 20% health increase, and those mall rats blow up when we kill them. Get another anima power here. Again, there's that soul rack thing, but we don't have soul rack. Is that something from Darkglare? I don't understand. Yeah, I guess we'll just put one in it, and we will have to see. Like, I'm just gonna double check here. Like, I don't see anything called soul rack anywhere. So, Blizzard, if you are listening, please, please tell me what the fuck soul rack is, because I have no idea. You know, is that one of the anima powers that costs 5 soul shards for some reason? You know, what is it? I don't know. Alright, so floor number 4 here, probably going to have some traps in this floor, most likely. This is one of those floors where that typically will come up. Oh, this is a nice big open area. Excellent. Alright, so let's see. So we've got a soul binder back there. We can pop catastrophe there. And that just did a ton of damage right there. Wow. That went through all of them, and it did increase damage to everything because they were all close together, too. That's going to be a really awesome ability, I think, for Affliction Locks. They're definitely going to want to go Venthyr, I do believe, just because of how strong that anima power is. Or is that a soulbind? I forget what the term is that Blizzard's been using for those abilities. Let's see, we can put a Curse of Tongues on that there. Drop another dot up, and let's get our Dark Glare out. It ate one of my souls, so it's going to do a ton more damage, which is excellent. Refresh our dots. Oh, didn't have a chance to, but we can go ahead and swap over to this target here. Make sure we get all our dots up here. Ooh, we can use our Covenant power here. Blast that in there. And let's go ahead and Rapture a bit. Wow, that hit super hard, didn't it? That was... yeah, that's a lot of damage here. Just looking at this meter, that's a lot. My goodness. Alright, every enemy within 40 yards afflicted by Curse of Tongues gets you 5% haste. So 2 should get us 10% haste. And it sure does say that. So this is going to be great. So we're going to put that on there, and we're going to put it on this Tower Sentinel, and we still have negative 2% haste. That's fun. Well, we'll just go ahead and stack some dots up on him here. See if we can fear him. I don't think we can. Oh, we can fear him. Okay. Well, that's cool. I didn't expect us to be able to. Get our Catastrophe out there, and then we'll start Rapturing. Big old Catastrophe. There you go. Alright, and we got rid of that Tower Sentinel. Now our haste debuff is gone. We're back up to our 10% base. Not the, definitely not the most exciting thing. Looks like, oh, there's 2 up there to the left, it looks like. Because as I got to the left, I got 2 debuffs. Alright, so there at the back we have got that guy there. So we're going to go ahead and I wanted to hit Seed of Corruption. So we can get all those skeletons there. And we'll drop the Wild Taint. And that'll just kill all of them. Wild Taint's a very useful spell. And we got some more Mastery there. Then up here we should have another Anima Power in this Phylactery. It's pretty obvious where some of these are. Alright. Fear instantly kills mall rats or creatures that die affected by corruption. I guess we're just going to take the, the freed soul thing, because I don't really have an issue with mall rats. I'd rather just dot them up and then let them explode when and where they decide to explode. Like, I'm not too worried about them at all. So we're going to toss this at the Phylactery here. Put a dot on there. It should tick once or twice, and then everything should pop. There we go. Killed all those. Oh, look. Another Anima Power. Seed of Corruption gets an extra 25% crit. That also seems perfectly fine. Can't really go wrong with that, to be honest. That's pretty good stuff. Alright. Let's see. So up here we got a couple of elites. Definitely going to go ahead and toss the Curse of Tongues on this guy. Get our Catastrophe out there. And let's just start rapturing here. See what we can get off of it. Oh, I lost a couple dots. Gotta fix that. So we've got a 20% increase on there right now. Another rapture. There we go. Dot that guy up. Put a corruption on both. Alright. So now over here we've got some guys who are padding. Oh no. I walked sideways, so I died. One of the pitfalls of picking that Azurite, that Anima Power is that sometimes you can just kind of walk off of things. Oops. Alright, so let's go ahead, let's resummon our Voidwalker. God, I can't believe I did that. While I'm recording, too. That should have happened during, like, a practice run that I did while I was checking out, stream levels and everything else, and instead I just absolutely lose it right there. I honestly forgot that my jumps did that right now because I haven't been jumping. I typically don't jump all over the place. But we'll just go ahead, we'll try to jump more often, make use of the power, Alright, well, let's go ahead and try to take out 2 of these Lords of Torment together here. So we're going to start with the Seed of Corruption, and then we're going to go with the Anima Power right on top of that. Drop the Vile Taint, and then we're going to pop the Dark Glares. Alright, so we're going to refresh these dots here. And then we're going to go ahead and just pop some Malefics. Wow, we ate them alive. Sweet. So I have 1 empowered, 1 unempowered Dark Glare. You can see they are hitting very, very hard. Drain some life. Alright, so here we got 1 empowered Dark Glare. See, he's empowered, Soul Platter. Alright. Oh, let's have a 3rd Dark Glare, why not? That seems completely fine and balanced. Alright. Let's free that. And then we'll go ahead and do the AoE here, get some more souls. Let's go ahead and grab some guards. Yeah, I really like this Impending Catastrophe spell. It's really cool. It does a lot of damage. Alright, so we now know that our exit is over here on this side. We can go ahead and make another health stone. There we go. And that being said, Affliction definitely feels a lot squishier than even Demonology does, which is kind of surprising. I believe Affliction was just used to having a lot more self-healing. Now that being said, I could swap from Burning Rush into Demon Skin. That would probably help significantly. In fact, let's just go ahead and do that here for the sake of experimentation. Alright, so then our tower sentinels are here in the middle. So what we are going to do is we are going to pull one of them, deal with him, and then we'll deal with the other right after. We are going to use our Catastrophe and our Curse of Tongues. And we're going to drain some life real quick. And then we're going to start Malefic. There we go. Got to get these spells out there, or at least try to. And then some Raptures. Hit him for some damage here. Whew, man, this is... God, I hate having, like, no haste whatsoever, man. This is just, it just feels awful. Alright, so over here's the other one. We don't have the Catastrophe to throw, which probably would have been a better idea to toss it on that. But it's alright, we're going to go ahead and put our Seed of Corruption out there. Pop a Tongues. And then we're going to go ahead and Vile Taint right on top of those and pop Dark Glare. Now we're going to go ahead and get this super dotted up here. And pop some Grasps. There we go. It took care of that elite. We'll go ahead and take care of this big skeleton here. No reason not to. You'll see we've got 3 Dark Glares, and we've got a lot of time on them. So it makes sense to, you know, pull what we can as long as we can here. Which is why we are going into this pool here with that Catastrophe. And just tossing out to get that Colossus as best we can. Drop our nice snare there. And then we're going to pop our little explosion. Make sure the corruption is on him here. Get the debuffs back up to make him take increased damage. And then we're going to rapture some more. Okay, so it looks like we did end up getting some additional mobs. That's no big deal. We can go ahead and just dot them up as well. We can seed. I typically will seed a little skeletal remain, and then I'll pop Malefic Rapture. And then it will also make sure it detonates all of that as well, which is really cool and really awesome. More demon damage. Seems fine. Okay. Now let's go over here and get our next anima power. I think we want to make sure that the cooldowns are being used. I guess we'll take the health funnel, just in case we need that defensive power. It's a good one-off to have. Never anything wrong with that as a one-off. Pop these, get some more Phantasma. The currency is super important the higher you go, because you'll be able to buy potions and other items to help you, as well as getting additional anima powers. There's also an item to let you turn any non-elite mob into, like, a harmless creature or something. It's really funny. And it's a permanent change. It's not a, it's not one of those situations where you're like, oh, I've got this thing that only lasts for 10 seconds. No, it's a permanent thing. It, like, turns them into a chair or something. It's great. Alright, so let's get our anima power here. Alright, so you can either gain Dark Fury or get killing a Mallrat increases your health by 2% up to 100%. We're on floor 4, so more than likely, we're not going to see anything where getting these free souls is going to help. The Mallrat thing is cool, the Dark Fury thing is cool. I really don't need the other 2 talents in that row, so we're going to take the Mallrat thing. Getting 100% increased health is kind of stupid. Especially because it also affects your pet, because they scale off of your stats. So, not a bad idea at all. Oh, wrong button again. Gotta change that keybind. Get our dots out there. Go ahead and stun all these. Nope, that was pretty late. Gonna get this bound soul. Doesn't appear to be anything back there. And here we've got a bunch of Mallrats. So we're gonna get, you know, a couple of percentages of HP back. Or rather, you know, some increased HP in general. So this guy here, because he's back there, and we got mobs between us and that, I'm gonna go ahead and pop that there. Ooh, this is gonna be nasty. Wild Taint. Didn't mean to go down the hallway. Entirely anyway. Okay. Only got 1 stack. It's pretty good. Small rat, just let that tick and die. Powerful servant of the jailer has been spotted on this floor. Alright, well that's fine by me. Just means we've got something fun to play with, most likely. Alright, so there we go. Here is our jailer creature. Ghostly Charger. And the cool thing about the Ghostly Charger is he is actually something that you can get as a... there's an item you can get from him that will actually do some pretty neat stuff. So here we have a great idea to use Impending Catastrophe, drop down our Vile Taint, get our other dots up here, pop our Dark Glare. There we go. Now we're going to let our Dark Glares go ahead and just eat him alive. So you can see they're doing like 4,000 to 5,000 per hit there, which is just crazy when you think about how much damage that actually is. My Dark Glares are going to absolutely shred these little guys, because I have 3 Dark Glares. They're just kind of looking at them and going, "Hey, look, you're dead, haha." See that? Like, you look at one and it's like, boom, dead, boom, dead. So here we can either get Spectral Oats, which is heal yourself while running, or you get the Spectral Bridle. We're going to get the Spectral Bridle so I can show you guys what that does. It's a really cool item. We actually turn into that horse, which is pretty wicked. Dot them up as we run here. So I got hit with Dark Binding, which is no big deal. Doesn't actually hurt all that much, surprisingly. I'm going to try to just LOS these guys in here. Looks like they're going to go for my Voidwalker instead, though, which, again, also fine. They really don't have much HP. Now, let's get rid of these phylacteries. Okay. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and use the Bridle. I'm in combat. What am I in combat with? I guess this Maw Rat? Alright, so here I am the horse. And this just lets you run around until you're in combat. You know, it's a pretty cool thing in general, but I don't know if it's actually the right home about yet. Looks like we do have a Tower Enforcer guy up here. Tower Sentinel, that's it. Getting those procs of Shadow Bolt are actually really cool. They are a lot of fun. Alright, so as we can see, we've got mobs back here. So we're going to aim it from here and use our Catastrophe. So that hit a bunch of mobs. They've all got that. And oh, there is our Sentinel. Alrighty, we'll drop the Vile Taint. And we will just go ahead and continue with the Raptures. Refresh our dots quick. No, we don't need to there, it's dead. Alright, here we only get 5% crits, our only choice. That, of course, is completely fine. And then we've got our Empowered Curator guy, who, in all seriousness, this guy has no HP. Like, compared to everything else we have fought, this guy has nothing. He doesn't even hit for very much. I don't know why these aren't at least elites. You would think that they would make them, you know, a little more challenging, but, I mean, they fall over. You know, I didn't pop any CDs there, I didn't use Malefic at all. Dealing shadow damage has a chance to blind the target, reducing their chance to hit by 50% for 12 seconds. Yeah, we'll take that. That seems good. Other option, of course, would have been to make our Voidwalker and our other demons 100% instant cast. Alright, so it looks like this may be the, this should be a boss floor here. And we should have some options up here to buy from the vendor. Yep, as you can see, we have just a boss up there, Sanad. Gonna hop around. Get over here to the broker. Oh, we have 2 anima cells we can pick up. That's great. We've got more mastery, more crit hit damage, and that, and then we are 1 shy of getting one of the other ones. That's okay though. So let's get 2 more anima powers here. Striking an enemy with Malefic Rapture instantly grants you 5 Phantasma, or Summon Demons do 25% more. We'll take the Summon Demons do more. And then this one here. Oh, okay, yeah, we'll reduce Dark Layer by 10%. CD, that's awesome. So this guy here is a new model, I think. He's pretty cool looking. He only has 94k HP, so we'll have to see how long it takes for him to, to die here. We'll go ahead and get our dots up on this guy. Pop our Dark Glare. And it looks like we got at least two freed souls consumed. And yeah, it looks like they're just gonna fucking melt him. Wow. Absolutely destroyed that guy. Okay. So there we got some boss loot, which as you can see here, it's just a placeholder boss loot, just a big thumbs up. We have 2 empowered Dark Layers there. And this box here should have a good bit of legendary dust. Because we did it quickly, we didn't, take a super long time to get through it, we did get extra dust. That is one of the bonuses you get. And then these are legendary dust. You refine these into legendary components. This will be part of the legendary system once that's updated in the alpha as well. So general impressions for Affliction Warlock, this is going to be very, very strong in group play for sure. Soloing, as long as you take Demon Skin, you should absolutely be tanky for sure. I have not played with the other builds so far. There's a lot of people talking about running Soul Embrace, or Shadow Embrace rather than Haunt, because of the ease of getting that up there, because you can get so many free Shadow Bolts with Nightfall. Deathbolt is still good, but I don't think the damage from our spells right now is high enough to warrant running Deathbolt. I think Nightfall is probably just going to be better. But once we get to the point where Deathbolt is, just obviously better, of course that's going to be your pick. Again, it's just so strong. I did take Writhe and Agony this time. Absolute Corruption would definitely be your pick if you were going to go super heavy on that anima power that gives you free souls when you kill things with Corruption active, because of course it's going to proc a lot more. Vile Taint's my favorite. I love it because we don't have a snare baseline. If you're running with a group and you have a snare, then Phantom Singularity is probably your jam. It's going to be good. This row here is all personal taste. Tongue-Tied is probably not going to be anything we're going to use in PvE. I don't really get why this is here. This feels like it should be a PvP talent only. I don't get why it's in our toolkit at all here. Like what does this accomplish here? I don't get it. Grimoire Sacrifice is still terrible. Misery is still awesome, but I like Creeping Death because it's fun. And then Soul Conduit, of course, is still good, but it's super boring. You actually probably don't have enough haste to really get through it. So thanks for checking out this video, guys. If you liked it, leave a like. If you didn't, downvote it. Tell me why in the comments. Check me out on Twitter, on Patreon. I'm over on both those places there. And also have a Facebook page. It should be linked somewhere on Twitter, I think. If not, put a comment here and I'll be sure to link you to that Facebook page if that's where you would like to comment and communicate with me. But anyway, guys, thank you so much. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.